Guys, I'm just Josh, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Ultra Moon Martyrlocke. In the last episode, we almost lost. Got real darn close. Closer than I would have liked, that's for sure. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it, or maybe don't. We lost 4 out of the 6 Pokemon on our starting squad. Hence why today's episode, as you saw, started off with a lovely grinding montage, and I gotta say, even after the grinding montage, I'm still not where I'd like to be, because we have to start today's episode off with another extremely hard battle, and that's just great. Here's the team after said grinding montage. I'll give you a little look real fast. We have Gwendolinja, the level 43 Umbreon with Feint Attack, Assurance, Heart Stamp, and Play Rough. Is he doing an actual team recap? The Mad Lad. Next, we have our boy, our lad, our starter reincarnated Waximus the Chandelure, level 50. Still have Smog for some reason. Doom Desire, Flame Burst, and Hex. Absolutely beautiful. Then we have Julianne, the level 47 Emolga, with Volt Switch, Electro Ball, Acrobatics, and Leaf Tornado. I accidentally got rid of Shockwave when I meant to get rid of Electro Ball, which is a shame. We probably could have used the extra 10 PP, but you know, life gives you lemons, lemonades, and all that. Did I say his moveset? Yes, I did. Next, we have Paxel, the Virizion, level 43 with Swords Dance, a setup Mon, potentially. Spectral Thief, Sacred Sword, and Giga Drain. Bablia, the level 46, not Dupiter, Araquanid with Leech Life Crunch, Bug Bite, and Bubble Beam. And finally, we have Miley Knight, the level 48 Rhyperior with Crabhammer, Heavy Slam, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. That's the whole team. Fantastic. I wanted to get everybody to about level 45. That didn't happen. We ran out of PP with Paxel. And I honestly just gave up on Gwendolinja because here's the thing. Gwendolinja does not hit very hard. That's not Gwendolinja's purpose. Gwendolinja is a, not only difficult to pronounce apparently, but purely exists as a tank. A defensive Pokemon that we can go into. One that we have not really had. We've got actually a bunch of new Pokemon on the team that we haven't really had. We haven't had speed the likes of Julianne probably for this entire playthrough. And we certainly haven't had a tanky Pokemon like Gwendolinja since maybe Arthropod. But Gwendolinja may actually be even tankier because it's freaking Umbreon. It's ridiculous. But it does not hit very hard, which is quite a shame. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, unfortunately, as we start today's episode. Because as you see, we are extremely low on PP. And I need moves to take on the Island Kahuna in about 5 minutes. So, we have to sacrifice a Pokemon. Hold on, let's go ahead and pour out one for... You know, we haven't actually sacrificed him/her yet, so let's wait before we pour one out for our boy. Or girl. Since I lost 4 Pokemon in the last episode, our choice is made pretty simple. And I hate that it's this simple, but we have to choose between Waximus and Miley Knight. And we ain't choosing Waximus. So, unfortunately, Miley Knight's going to be sacrificed, which is a shame because she was really putting in some work. Really was putting in some work and just learned Earthquake. Really doesn't get much more depressing than that, but... I think it's the right move, which, like I said, is a darn shame. We're going to be losing a ground rock type, but I'm not getting rid of... I mean, let's just put this out there. I'm not getting rid of Chandelure. No. No. Literally not a chance. So, Miley Knight's got to go. It's a darn shame, but, yes, we will release this Pokemon. Yeah, yeet. Of course, crack open a cold one, boys. For our boy, Miley Knight. Pour one out. Preferably directly into your mouth. Okay. In terms of replacements, we have a couple options here. Number 1 would be Rockskull, the Lycanroc. We do have the Lycanium Z, and I've never used this Dusk Form or whatever it's called, Dusk Form Lycanroc. So that would be something fun to use, and it's a rock type. It's just pure rock, but maybe it's nice that it doesn't have a quad weakness. You know what I'm saying? We could also add Molissa, the Onyx, whose Rock Ground would perfectly replace that type we just had. Rock Polish, Gyro Ball, Smackdown, Dragon Breath. I think I'm leaning more towards Rock Scowl. They're both around the same level, so it doesn't matter too much. We got a Fighting type. Poison type isn't really doing too much for me. Got a Bug type. Got a Fighting type. Got a Bug type. Most other types we have. We could do Aram. Why did I call you that? Oh, REM sleep. I got it. We could do Aram, the Komala maybe, a normal type, but I don't really know how to use this Pokemon, so that seems like a bad idea. We got Ghost and Dark, got Grass, don't have Psychic, but I don't like use, no offense. Got Fire, got Bug, could add Fairy. Yeah, I think I like adding Rock Scowl. The Dusk Form Lycanroc to the team, which is what we're going to do. Let's very quickly heal our team. See if Rock Scowl can potentially learn any good moves. Not that he's going to be usable for... That's a pretty swaggin' looking team, I'm not going to lie. Not that he's going to be very usable for a bit. Label facing out. Dr. Pepper waiting for my sponsorship. At any moment, you can send it on over. We are going to be keeping the experience share on, by the way, just because, you know, time is not of the essence. That's not the way. Time is limited for me. I'm not a pretty busy person. Oh, by the way, we have no money, $406. I tried to sell stuff. We have nothing to sell. So we're in big trouble in, like, a lot of ways. Everything's kind of coalescing to pain and panic. This lock is getting extremely difficult. So this is not me waving the white flag saying I need to turn on the EXP share. It's too hard, mommy, please. He's being mean to me. It's not just that. It's also that I'm not the world's busiest person. I don't want to pretend like I am. But I do have other priorities in my life currently, including work, including this new puppy that I just got. And it's hard for me to find. It took like 45 minutes to grind up the entire team there. And that is... It took 45 minutes, and thankfully with this emulator, I was able to run the game at like 5 times speed, and it still took me 45 minutes. So it's a long process, especially when you lose 4 Pokemon in a single episode. I'm hoping that future grinding montages won't be nearly that long, but the problem is if I keep going into battles consistently underleveled, we're going to have to consistently grind, and time is a little tough for me, so it's not just a waving the white flag. You can yell at me in the comments if you would like. I think you're a physical attacker, so Core Enforcer actually probably isn't too good on you. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Man, all of our Pokemon that could learn Core Enforcer are... was it a fighting type move or something? Swift Chop? It's Brick Break. That would explain why mostly physical attackers can learn Core Enforcer, which is just a darn shame. You can learn Leaf Storm, but that's not very good. You're not that heavy, but we may as well teach you Heavy Slam. Can I look at my Pokemon's weight? Do I have a mobile scale? Am I able to do that? What's your weight? What's your weight? There's no way of knowing that I can see. Do you see anywhere on here? I don't see any sort of weight, which is a darn shame. I mean, I'm gonna guess that our heaviest Pokemon is Paxel. We can go ahead and get rid of the damp rock on you. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I probably should have figured out items before the battle. I mean, before we started the episode. Just to make sure, but, you know, I'm not trying to lose any Pokemon. Do we have any Steel-type moves on the team? No, I think... Paxel, what's your moveset looking like? What's your moveset looking like? You're more of a special attacker. We can get rid of the Swords Dance, get rid of the... I'll get rid of Spectral Thief. I think you're the heaviest Pokemon. I'm not sure. We don't really have a heavy boy anymore now that we've gotten rid of Rhyperior. And let's see if anybody else can learn Spectral Thief. Okay, I like Lycanroc learning Spectral Thief. That's a good switch in my opinion. We'll give you Spectral Thief. Get rid of Odor, Sleuth. You don't need to be sniffing nobody. It's not what we're about. Maybe you can learn Double Kick as well. I mean, nice for a little bit of coverage, potentially. You can't, and that's okay. You already know Rock Tomb. What about Outrage? Ooh! What move is Outrage? Target with a high-speed Gyro Wall. Dragon Ascent. Dragon Ascent, I decided, is not very good because it lowers your defense and special defense, which I don't like. Yo, we could teach Wish to Umbreon if we want to be ultimate meanies. Oh, no Aqua Jet. You can learn Shadow Claw too, but I don't know if that makes a whole bunch of sense. Okay, now let's quickly... I know this is a long intro to the episode. I apologize. I'm trying to put us in the best situation possible to win. Okay, let's see what kind of items we have that we might want to give. Let's give the Expert Belts to... Give it to Bablia. I think. Maybe Paxel. Give it to Paxel. We need money really bad, so unfortunately I'm going to have to give the Amulet Coin to Julianne, who can Volt Switch out at the beginning of battles if we need her to. Soft Sand, we don't have any use for that anymore. I mean, dude, we could snack... I don't want to take the Firenium Z off of... I don't want to take the Firenium Z off of Chandelure, but we could Choice Specs that Chandelure. I think that makes more sense, actually. Yeah, go ahead and take the Firenium Z off. Give it the Choice Specs, man. It'll hit hard. It'll hit real hard. What else we got? Boost Psychic type moves. We don't have any Poison types. I mean, I guess give the Black Glasses to this. Should actually give you the Shell Bell instead. Either that or Leftovers. Like, we want to get you some sort of reliable recovery. Violite, we have no unevolved Pokemon right now, so that is worthless. Keeps Pokemon away. Miracle Seed. We need something for Bubbly, and we need something for Rock Scowl. Reduces the weight. We don't want that. We do not want that at all. Magnets. What's Hearthstone do? Rock type moves? I mean, for now, it's kind of worthless, but may as well give it to Rock Scowl. And let's put the Buginium Z, actually. Let's put the Buginium Z. Yeah, we just picked that up. You know what? Let's go ahead and put that on Bubblia. I think that makes sense. We could also actually put the Lycanium Z, although doesn't it need a Cell Rock to use that? How does this work? Stone Edge. Well, we don't have Stone Edge, so if Lycanroc ever learns Stone Edge, we can get that done. If not, you know, no big deal, IMO. Okay, so here we are in the incorrect place. We need to go back to the Aether House. Go bring the Yungoos, or go see the Yungoos back to the child who requested said Yungoos. And then we're off. We're out of this island, which is great. We're at like episode 46. I believe we're on episode 46, which is, it's a long playthrough, don't get me wrong. We need to put, give me that Julianne out front. Yeah, give me that Julianne out front. I think we're also about to hit a section with like a ton of battles and almost no encounters, which really stinks for us. We may be in trouble, which is why I'm leaving the EXP shirt on, obviously. We're home. We brought Yungoos with us too. QQ. What's going on in here? Oh, that's not how. Jersh, I'm sorry. I can't even make myself smile right now. But why? What's happened? Miss Lily, she's gone. The kids seem happy. Several hours earlier. We beat them. You have to leave if I beat you. You people, not gonna disappear this time, huh? Seems like maybe the tall tales we heard about you were wrong. That was different. Nebby and I were both in trouble. That was the only reason why it used its power, so we could both escape with our lives. I know that I'm not capable of much myself, but I will not make it use that power again. I'm determined to not let that happen. That's why. This time I'll do whatever I can on my own, even if I do find myself in trouble again. Yo, girl, you know you're in trouble right now, right? Dumb, spoiled little princess. Leave her be. I like a girl who's not afraid to stand up for herself. Nice Harry Potter scarred head hair pattern. And besides, I don't know about calling someone a Pokemon thief just because she wanted to help out a Pokemon when it was suffering. Please, there's no need to hurt anyone else here. I will go with you willingly wherever you want. That kid was so happy back there. Ooh, a kidnapping! Haha, kidnapping, huh? That Plumeria lady came back as soon as Ace Rolled left. What? I was supposed to be a trainer, and I got all these Pokemon with me, but it came down to it. Lily had to protect me. Lily was not even a trainer to begin with. Yeah, how you suck. Did I hear that right? It was Lily who took Cosmog. Gee, you know who Lily is? Do we have to fight you? Oh my gosh, do we have two tough... We have to fight him. We have two tough battles in today's episode. Oh, boys and girls. Oh, this lock is ending soon. I just feel it. This lock is ending soon. I still couldn't protect them. What was the point of me even leaving home in the first place? I can't stand this useless feeling. I'll blow it away with everything. Break-in attack of the angst. I swear if we lose this battle, if we lose this lock because of angst, wouldn't be the first time. 6 Pokemon, let's go. Stantler is not too bad, but who is your actual first Pokemon? Because that is kind of scary. We have Emolga in. Level 46. I told you I wanted to get up to 45. Even 45 is seeming like it might not be enough. Okay, we're going to Volt Switch out of here. Oh, you're faster, and you go for the Venoshock. That shouldn't do too much. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, that makes it a little tougher for me to... Who is your first Pokemon? Crobat? It's either... I'm trying to think of poison types in this game. It could be Crobat, it could be Salazzle. I think I have to go into Waximus instead. Just in case. Like, I don't think I can... I don't want to risk a flying type move hitting me with our newly acquired, especially at only level 43. I don't think I can do that. So we're going to use some choice specs Flame Burst. You're going to withdraw, and who are you going into? Golem. Big yikes. Big yikes. That's going to do nothing. That's going to do nothing is what I was going to say before we landed a sweet crit that allowed us to take out that golem. No problem. I got a good feeling that Waximus might be the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Scrafty is coming in next. That is a instant. Actually, it's not. Do you think it's actually a Scrafty? Because we could go for the quad effective play rough. Or I could go for the Z move with Bablia. We could do a couple things here. Could do a couple of things here. Could obviously just go for the acrobatics with Julianne. I think I'm going to go for the quad effective play rough with Gwendolinja. I think that makes a decent amount of sense. Now this thing hits pretty hard, so that scares me. But let's see how much a quad effective play rough does. It goes for hyper voice. It is not a Scrafty. Unless Scrafty be screaming, and I do not think Scrafty be screaming. If I gotta be 100% honest with you. That's a 2-shot, which I love. We're gonna get a little bit of juicy HP back. Scrafty does not strike me as a screamer, except maybe when his pants fall down. Ah! Maybe when the pants fall down, but I'm thinking that's not actually a Scrafty. It's something else that has hyper voice, which doesn't concern me, if I'm being honest. We eat that up, as they say. Like Ezekiel Elliott on the Cowboy Dallases. That's exactly what I meant to say there. Gwendolinja growing to level 44. I love when a Pokemon gets to the next level so I can pivot off of whatever nonsense I was spewing to get back on track. Paxel growing to level 44 as well. Stantler coming back in. Okay. I think it is a... We already know he goes for the Venoshock against Julianne, and we already know that Venoshock doesn't do that much. I think this, and because he outsped me, I think this thing is a, how'd you get to full HP? Stantler doesn't have Regenerator, does he? Is this a different Stantler? Wait, huh? Is this a different Stantler? Now I'm scared to stay in. I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch. It's a different Stantler. You have 2 Stantlers. This one is not actually a poison type, which means I can go into Paxel. Or can I? Or is that what you want me to think? I'm gonna go into Waximus, because I think you're gonna go for a normal type move, like a takedown, and I'm going to not be affected by that. What the heck does that mean? Roleplay. You get Flame Body. Well, that doesn't bother me at all. Right? Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. I'm gonna absolutely blow you away. You're gonna withdraw again. We're just gonna wipe out whatever comes in. A Raichu. I don't care what kind of Raichu it is. Is this a Choice Specs Flame Burst from a modest Chandelure? Yeah, that's damage. That's just pure and utter damage. We're just gonna keep going for Flame Burst. You tried to get me when I left. Joke's on you. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving! I think there may actually, I was trying to quote that movie, Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio, but I think he might actually drop an F-bomb in that line, so I decided, I think he may drop an F-bomb in that line, so I decided to append it a little bit. Append it, amend it, to make sure he doesn't. He has 2 Stantlers. One's a bad boy fake Stantler, one is a normal boy fine Stantler. So this is the bad boy fake Stantler. You tricky, Gladdy. You try to get me there, and it's not gonna work on old Papa Jersh. He's, That was a little confusing for a second, but no longer. Let's go for the acrobatics. Now we're faster. I'm utterly confused. That's some good damage, though. What Mon? The static is great. What Mon would have Venoshock and Zen Headbutt? I guess, can Crobat learn Zen Headbutt? It might be able to, actually, now that I think about it. It's very possible that it can. Which is just messed up in a whole bunch of ways, but it's okay. I'm confused. I'm very confused. I also realized that we greatly hindered Acrobatics' effectiveness by giving it to or sorry, by giving an item to Imoga. Acrobatics is significantly less strong. As valuable as the money is for us and being able to Volt Switch at the beginning of a battle to just guarantee we get extra money, it might be more valuable, especially for these important battles, to take that off. Rockscale wants to learn. Rockscale! You have 3 Stantlers! What are you doing? This is the worst team I've ever seen in my life, but is this a real Stantler? I think it is. I'm gonna go into Paxel. But you have Zen Headbutt, so I shouldn't do this. What am I looking at right now? I'm gonna guess. Am I in the Twilight Zone? Dr. Pepper, were you spiked? What? No, that's just Dr. Pepper. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna go for the Sacred Sword. This one is the one! Thankfully, Paxel is the strongest man alive. That one is the stupid Crobat. You're the Crobat. He's playing the ultimate mind games. But why? My question is, why was the second Stantler that came in damaged? Thank God. I thought that said Stantler and I almost lost my mind. Why was the second Stantler that came in damaged is my question. We didn't do any damage to it. We did damage to the first one. We never damaged. We did. I'm so dumb. He switched out the Stantler. He pivoted out of the Stantler. Oh my gosh, my brain. Here's what happened. He was in the first Stantler. Let me go ahead and go. We'll go for the Z power here. We'll give you a nice animation while I explain why I'm an idiot. He only had 2 Stantlers, I think. I could be wrong here, but I think he only had 2 Stantlers. He had the first Stantler that we Volt Switched and switched into Chandelure. Then he pivoted out of that and went into the Golbat. Or sorry, into the Golem. We're going to land this move. He went into the Golem. We took out the Golem. Then he went into his third Pokemon who I don't remember. Then he went into his second Stantler. We switched into somebody and he switched out again. And when we went into Chandelure, and he switched out into Raichu. Raichu we beat with Chandelure. Then he switched back into the then he switched back into the second Stantler, which I then thought was a third Stantler, but it was actually the first Stantler again. That was confusing. He only had 2 Stantlers. Bottom line, he only had 2 Stantlers. What was his team? 2 Stantlers, a Raichu, a Starmie, a Golem. What was his other Pokemon? He had one more Pokemon that wasn't a Stantler, right? Can't remember. Let's just continue. Let's just continue, Gladian. You're hurting my brain. It's a little too late to be playing this, I think, especially after a long grinding montage. That was wrong of me. I shouldn't have dragged you into a meaningless battle like that. It was meaningless, you Stantler army creator. But I told you both. I told you Cosmo would bring disaster to all of Alola. I have to get it back from them. We'll leave from the ferry terminal. You're coming with me whether you like it or not. So the only question is, are you ready to come now? Don't ask a child that, please. And yes, I am. Good, then let's go. Oranguru! Did you see him? Hut. Hut. Ready for action. Ready to square up. So we have another battle we have to do first. I'd like to heal beforehand if that's at all possible. Is that possible? No, we're just going to not let me. So we're waiting for How? He'll come. Yeah, I guess so. He's a pretty interesting kid, I'll give you that. Growing up in the Great Kahuna's shadow and still trying to stand up to Hala as an equal. Not just that, but trying to become even better than Hala too. I couldn't do it. Sandals McGee, hello. Please let me heal my team. Officer Nanu. If only Team Skull could have kept themselves and their troublemaking to Po Town. Why'd they have to make all this fuss, huh? You there, boy. I'm an Island Kahuna, you know. Battle against me. It'll be a good experience for you if you're really hoping to master the Island Challenge. No thanks. The trip here already wore me out. If you don't want to battle, I'm going home. Okay, so can I not battle him? I think you have to battle him. He's a kahuna, so oh, we're fully healed. Okay, never mind, we're fine. I think I'm gonna take... I know the double money on a big battle like this would be nice. I think I'm gonna take the amulet coin off of Julian though, just to make sure acrobatics is doing as much damage as possible. Okay, let's fight against Nanu. I'm a little scared. Don't take it too serious now. How many Stantlers do you have, sir? Just curious. But how many Stantlers do you have? So he's a dark type trainer, and he's gonna lead with the Stunfisk. Wow. The perfect counter to my Julian, because I literally cannot Volt Switch out. So I'm gonna go for a Leaf Tornado instead. He's gonna go for the Fake Out. I hate that. It's not too much damage though. I'm gonna guess you're gonna go for the Sucker Punch next. No, you're not. We're gonna go for the Leaf Tornado. That's not nearly enough damage. I like the lowering of the accuracy. You have Power Gem, huh? Okay, we live though. That's the most important thing, obviously. Okay. Paxel is obviously the correct choice here. Paxel may just sweep this entire squad. If he's a dark type trainer, Paxel has Justified. So if we can get hit by any dark type moves and get a nice, if we can get a nice attack raise, attack bonus, I should say, I would personally love that. Do I go for the Swords Dance here? I don't want to get too greedy, but yes, I do. I go for a Swords Dance here, is exactly what I do. So give me a Swords Dance, even though we are going to Giga Drain this thing. Shadow Ball, we're going to dodge the Shadow Ball because your accuracy was lowered. We go for the second Swords Dance. I think we do. If you're just hitting me with Shadow Balls, I'm really not that scared of you. Sacred Sword's physical, right? I'm not incorrect. If you lower my special defense, I'm going to flip, by the way. Thank you. Are you special? You're physical, and I love that. Give me a Giga Drain, give me some HP back, and also do a whole bunch of damage to the Stunfisk for me. Wow, what a tanky boy. What an utterly tanky boy. That's crazy. The Shadow Ball doesn't concern me, like I said, unless he gets the special defense drops. Those would be bad. He does not, which is great. I don't think a Giga Drain takes him out, so we go for a +4 Sacred Sword. He withdraws and goes into Roserade, who's going to take a +4 Sacred Sword, which isn't going to do a whole bunch, but it is +4. Oh, it's enough. It's enough. It's enough is what it is. Sacred Sword again. Take out the Roserade. I'm liking this team. This team is performing up to snuff, I would say. Who you got coming in next? Rock Scout's going to grow to level 28. Gonna send back in Stunfisk. Bruh, you trying to give me the +6? You trying to give me the +6? Because that's what I'll do. Now, you have Static, I think. Does Stunfisk get Static? Hold on. Stunfisk ability. Okay, Google. Stunfisk ability.
Limber and Static.
Limber or Static. I don't know which one you have. So I don't really want to hit you with a Sacred Sword, just in case you Static me. So I'd rather go for the Genius to get the extra Fake Out play. I would rather go for the 2 Giga Drains that, without risking getting Static. And would you look at that? Once again, we leave our opponent's Pokemon on literally 1 HP. We have done that so often in this playthrough. It actually hurts every time I see it, but I'm having a change of heart. I think I might like to just Sacred Sword you. Oh, we can never mind. We can take you out with 1 more Giga Drain. And we're going to get back to full HP after this final Giga Drain, so I appreciate it. We may be set up for a Paxel sweep here, depending on what comes in. Only Pokemon that would like hard counter me would be like a Sigilith. But unless you have a Sigilith, then I'm not too concerned. Or any other flying psychic types. Natu, Zatu. If you don't have one of those, then I'm not concerned. Bring in someone else. Let me Sacred Sword somebody into the Shadow Realm. Rock Scout wants to learn Stealth Rock. Look, I know we never use Stealth Rock on our boy Rexter. I think we need to start using that. So yeah, I'm going to teach him Stealth Rock. Makes a lot of sense. A Medicham. Not great for me, but I think we can one-shot you. Thank you for not being Mega. Like a Zen Headbutt from this thing could do a lot of damage, but 2 Sacred Swords should take you out. 2 +4 Sacred Swords, I should say. Power Trick. Oh no. What is that? Does that swap? Oh, your attack and defense. I thought you were going to steal my attack with my stat boost, and I was going to be extremely upset. You didn't do that though. I appreciate it. The Medicham is going to go down. Paxel coming in just utterly clutch as Gwendolinger grows to level 45. Learns Guard Swap. We ain't going to mess with that. That's a word I don't understand. A Carbink is coming in next. Look, I know it's part fairy, but this is going to be neutral. Oh, or we could go for the quad effective heavy slam. I kind of like that idea. Even though we are not, maybe not the heaviest. +4, that's going to one-shot. At least you have sturdy. You know what? I will give you... Wow, you may have actually just convinced me to leave this battle. I don't want to risk hitting myself in confusion. That would be way too much damage. So you did it. You actually convinced me to leave. I congratulate you for such an accomplishment. I'm going to go into Gwendolinger, who I thought had quick attack, but I now see doesn't. If you use the hyper potion here, I'm going to be upset, because Gwendolinger really can't touch this thing. And EQ really would not have done too much to Paxel, so he probably could have stayed in. Too late now, though. We're going to go for the Heart Stamp. Another EQ. Again, this is what Gwendolinger's here for. Eat things up. If an EQ, you gotta only do like 25 damage, we're in a pretty good spot. Okay. It's been 33 minutes. What happened to today's episode? What? What? Probably that I talked for like 15 minutes at the beginning and tried to figure out my team orientation. A Cast Form coming in next makes me laugh. So I'm gonna go right back into Paxel, even though we're not set up. Even though we've lost the +4, I'm just gonna hit you with a Sacred Sword, and you're a Cast Form. Even though you're Ice Form, now that's actually even better. Okay, you're gonna go to the normal form, and I think I'm just gonna one-shot you because you're a tiny little blob with descended testicles. So you have Fake Out as well. That's okay. I'm not concerned. You don't scare me. You're level 48, you don't scare me. A Dark Pulse, you've just boosted my attack. I hate to say it, you've boosted my attack, which means you've guaranteed your own demise. See you later, Cast Form. It's been real. I can't say it's been real long, though, because you were in here for about 4 seconds. Rock Scout growing to level 30. And a Kabutops to finish things off. Well, why not stick with Paxel? Paxel, the literal perfect Pokemon for this. Now, that's not to say that Westbrook wouldn't have also been the literal perfect Pokemon for this, because they're literally the same type. But, you know, I lost Westbrook last episode, so the next best thing is Paxel. And Paxel actually survived a flying type move unlike Westbrook, so how about them apples? Paxel survived an acrobatics from a Stantler who shouldn't even have it. Eat it, Nanu. Huh. He's smoiled. Look at that smoil. Well, shoot. Of course I already knew you had the heart and strength to storm Team Skull's stronghold, but I didn't know you were this good. And your Pokemon worked real hard for you. Where were the free heals earlier? Where were my free heals for like 16 episodes? Give me the Darkinium Z. Let me go along with my day. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I'm not gonna say that this episode is entirely because of the Diet Dr. Pepper, but I'm not gonna say it's not entirely because of the Diet Dr. Pepper. If you want to use this dark type Z power, you gotta do it like this. That's a yoga pose. Gladian is scarred for life. Oh, he died. There, congratulations or whatever, and you've officially finished your Ula Ula trials. Oh my gosh, guys, 3 islands down, 1 left to go, but we also have to do some Aether Foundation stuff, and some legendary stuff, some Ultra Wormhole stuff, so we're not quite done yet, but we're getting there. We're over the top of the mountain. We're going down the ski slope, and we're coming in hot. You've got somewhere else to be, don't you? Trying to destroy the whole place. Oh, and you, boy, Gladian, tell me. If you're really trying to get stronger, as you say, then what are you depending on Team Skull for? Mike, drop. Jersh! Don't you dare say a word about this being fun. If I'd been stronger, I'd be the kind of trainer who can seize victory like Brion wants to. You still have a Brion? I got your issue right there. Then Lily wouldn't have. I'm ready to do whatever it takes now. But where was Lily taken? It couldn't be Potown. Jersh was there the whole time. Huh, you're not quite as dumb as you are naive. It'll be Aether Paradise. Aether Paradise? That was a quick transition. We've made it. Oh, I have a feeling that, I don't know, I feel kind of good about our whole situation after today's episode, but I gotta feel like if the lock is going to be loose, this is where it will be lost, because we have no encounters coming up, no way to grind in here, and a lot of important battles in a row. Aether Paradise is hard, but we've made it this far without running into trouble, but I don't like how quiet it is. You two stay alert. But why would Lily be at Aether Paradise? She just will be. The eyes, don't hit me with them. Oh, this guy. Fine, so what are you gonna do? Should we look for her? I guess we take the elevator. You guess, and we're following this guy? He doesn't even have a plan. Well, he may not have a plan. I love that this one Aether Foundation employee is still here to help us, even though the rest of the organization has now officially turned on us. Well, in the next episode, we'll do some Aether Paradise shenanigans. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please consider showing some support down below in the form of liking, commenting, subscribing. Absolutely helps out a tremendous amount. I hope you like the new team as well. Let me know in the comments who your favorite member of the new team, not included. I mean, it's 5 new Pokemon. The only one remaining is, of course, Chandelure. So of the 5 new Pokemon we added in the last 2 episodes, who is your favorite? Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Share with your grandmother as always, and I'll see you next time.